Okay, good evening, everybody. We're live on this Google Hangout tonight, and we trying to connect with Nina Nee to talk about her son. But I think there is a slight problem, which we've been trying for about an hour now, with the video connection. And she can see herself on her screen, but I can't see her on this screen, and I don't think anybody else can see her. What are you seeing there at the moment, Nina? Can you see anything?
I only see myself.
You only see yourself, but you don't.
And see myself.
But you don't see me.
Sorry, I didn't see you. Maybe I need to invite you. Could be.
You could try that. Yeah, you could.
Invite you, maybe. I trying to find. Add telephone. Invite, but this invite button. Add a name or phone number. What number I should add? Add your number. They ask me call a phone number.
No, it normally goes by a username, but obviously we don't seem to have a video connection. But that's fine. We can carry on with.
Why? But I accept it. Still only myself.
Never mind. So we'll carry on with the interview. So, Nina, can you tell me a little bit about your son and about his autism to start off with?
Yeah, he's autism. He's 6 years old. He come to UK, then got formal confirmed he is autism. He come from China in 2004 when he was only 6. Then in UK, in England, next year 2005, we got confirmed he's autism.
Yeah. So can he communicate? Is he verbal or non-verbal?
Yeah, he's verbal.
He's verbal. So he's been living at home. What happened with the hospital? Why was he sent away?
Why he sent such far away? Yeah. And he actually is in the mainstream classroom in the primary school. When he was small, he was good and he can speak, he can academically also good in the mainstream classroom. But when he go to puberty at teenage, growing up, maybe the hormone changing, he has some behavior issue developed. Started 2012, he developed some behavior issue, but then we also didn't got any support at home. Then in Easter holiday time this year, he is confused because his respite was the respite place refused him because he had one outpost there, and his residential autism school, he was also one outpost in his bedroom, maybe damaged something in the bedroom. Then the autism school let him become dead-popo. The local authority do not wish to pay for the damage of the bedroom. Then he become dead-popo at home every day. I sent him to school every day back home. Then he got confused. He said, why I do not have respite? Why my residential school cannot let me come back? Then he said, oh, the hospital is respite. Then in this holiday, he just constantly asked us to hospital, send him to hospital. He just confused. We also didn't know whatever mental health is section 3, whatever. We do not have any knowledge. Because at home only 2 of us, if he unsettled, if we didn't send him to hospital, we do not got any help at home. Then just send him to hospital. Maybe it's holiday time, just too many times to hospital. Then hospital hold him. Then section 3. Then said needed to go to middle school for assessment only. Assess maybe only 6 weeks or to 12 weeks. Maximum 12 weeks. The hospital in Scotland told us that this cannot assessment. Then they need to transfer him to middle school. But then it's at the moment 29 weeks past. We still do not have a schedule to got him back. Yeah.
So let me just get this clear, so I've got a clear picture in my head. So when he had this outburst at home, is that right?
Sorry?
Did he have the outburst at home?
He is the first birthday in Middlesbrough in the hospital this year, but every birthday he is with us. Yeah.
No, you were mentioning that he had some sort of an outburst.
Oh, he had some outburst. Yes, he had some outburst because he has some behavior issues.
Okay, where did he have the outburst? Was that at home or in the hospital?
Oh, he could be. Sometimes at home he could have outbursts. Sometimes at home has outbursts. Then he requested us to send him to hospital, but hospital sometimes they use medicine. Just let him the PRN, let him come down quickly, only half hour, maybe come down, then let he come back home. Sometimes in hospital he just sit there. He actually not so agitated. He just obsessive for hospital. Then he sit in the hospital. He feel good. Then he just back home. Nothing medication sometimes. But anyway, we maybe visited the AME of hospital maybe too many times. But at that time I didn't know at all it could be stuck in a hospital in England. That's what we never know. Yeah. If we know, we will never send him to local hospital at all, even. That's very sad.
So when he was having these outbursts at home, was that caused by a challenging behaviour, or was he upset and frustrated and he did some damage to the property? Then, am I getting this right, that the maybe the social workers or somebody came out to do an assessment and then he was put on a Section 3?
Yeah, he is. The social worker is not come to home to make assessment, also not support us at all. But his outburst is kind of he has developed destructive behavior 2 years ago in the special school. Followed obsessive behavior, and the school maybe not manage him well. Then he has his destructive behavior in school, at home, in respect price. But he, because he wanted to hospital, we visited him hospital. Then the hospital finally hold him. Then in tribunal in Scotland has a tribunal. The tribunal gave him maybe Section 3. Then let him go to Middlesbrough. Yeah.
So you've gone through the process of having the tribunal,
yeah.
Where,
the tribunal in Scotland.
Yeah, which they put it on a Section 3. Have you appealed against that?
Oh, I didn't appeal because they told me it's only 6 to 12 weeks assessment to see he is just autism or he could have any other mental health issue. Then I thought it's only assessment for 6 to 12 weeks. Maybe the medication is adjusted, a new medicine, but Scotland said they cannot do it. I thought only 6 to 12 weeks. I just trust them. Oh, I do not know at all. Except I didn't know it could be stuck in. I thought only 6 to 12 weeks. Maybe after the assessment,
okay,
we got better support. I'm very naive. Yeah.
Yeah. So how long has he been there now?
At the moment, it's nearly 7 months. Away home is 7 months totally. Yeah.
Right. So they told you it was going to be between 6 to 12 weeks, and now
it's 7 months.
7 months now.
Yeah, but it is still no schedule. You ask Christmas. I don't think Christmas he will come back. Today the social worker said because the hospital medicine was deteriorated at the moment, the social worker will not look for a school for him and need another hospital. But in the summer, when he was just there in summer this year, in August, he has finished his assessment. Then the doctor wished to find a school for him, but the social worker refused a local school, this autism school. The social worker feels too much money, expensive. And also they said this school is not good for TAD and cannot copy TAD's behavior. Then they refused TAD's private school, autism school. Then TAD become no school. Then he is hanging in the air. Then he's stuck in the hospital. Then in summer, people said still look for a school for him. People still wish to find a school for him. But now the doctor also admitted the hospital is not appropriate environment for him, made him deteriorate, and his arms are lots of self-injury marks. But at home, he never do self-injury for himself. But in hospital, he did lots of self-injury. He's so frustrated, wished to come back home. Yeah, then at the moment he deteriorated, then he need another hospital. How sad I am, yeah. Because in summer, people talk about find a residential school for him, but now people talk about find another hospital. But if the hospital is failing to therapy, to treatment for him, why another hospital could be benefit for him? I do not wish him go to another hospital, but we as mom, as parents, not any power. Yeah.
Yeah. So they are planning now to move him from Middlesbrough to probably to Nottingham.
Could be if go to Northampton, that's 400 miles away home.
Yes, yeah, so
it's unbelievable. And then it also can be stuck in this Northampton hospital, not good at all. It's you know, it's Stephen's mom is a petition as well, and they even didn't meet for CQC. I just heard from Challenge Behavior Foundation gave me the link, and they could, and my son could stuck in another hospital. Do not know how long it could stuck.
Well, we're seeing quite a lot of this, which is happening across the UK at the moment, where children and adults are being sent into these, which I call inappropriate institutions. So they've been placed in these units which are not geared up to help people on the autistic spectrum, and they're totally inappropriate.
Yeah.
They are not the right surroundings. They don't get the right support and the right services. What I'm seeing here as a campaigner, as a national campaigner and an ambassador for autism in the UK, I'm seeing a lot of this happening. There was some research carried out not long ago by BBC Radio 5, and the Disability Reporter there estimated that there was about 2,300 cases like this in the UK.
Yeah.
A lot of these cases don't get heard of. They get hidden away, brushed under the carpet. Now, obviously, you probably heard the story with Claire Dyer, Catherine.
Yeah.
You know, she was sent all the way over from Cardiff to Brighton. But with a lot of the campaigning and a lot of the lobbying and a lot of the media interest, Claire is now back home.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
in a nutshell, what situation do you want to see happening with your son? Do you want to see him to be in a supported environment or an independent living, or do you want him back home with you?
I wish he is back home with us, but of course we need support. We need a kind of proper support. Not means he come back home 7 days, 24 hours with us, but he needs his home for weekend, for holidays, and if it's possible, if his behavior manageable, of course he can be not just weekend, even every day home with support, with daytime have activities somewhere at evening. Also, if his behavior manageable, we also welcome him evening time home, weekend time home. But if his behavior is still childish, whatever, or if we do not have got home support, maybe we can at least need back home. Yeah, but you know, Chinese culture is a very family-oriented culture. If it was not a son at home, we feel empty of the home. He is our only son. We love him very much. Without him, I just feel heartbroken and feel no life at all. Yeah, it's suffering.
I can't say this, and I can't imagine the pain which you and your family are going through. You know, it must be heart-wrenching that, you know, this is happening, and I will do all I can to support you and to campaign with you to help to get your son back home. But can you just tell me a bit about your son in general? What sort of things is he like doing? What sort of hobbies has he got? I believe he plays the piano.
Oh yes, he can play piano very good. He can listen to music, then able to find the notes. He can play lots of Malin 1, Malin 2, Malin 3, those ones he learned from YouTube. He can self-learning. And he also can play some Beethoven music. and some lot of Christmas songs, some lot of modern songs he listens from radio. He is able to play in the piano. Very good music. And very good for the calendar, the time. For example, if somebody tell TSA his birthday is 1971, for example, September 9, ask TSA what day will be, Monday, Tuesday. TSA can tell people. His calendar all the calendar is in his mind.
Wow, how amazing is that? So he's got some sort of, am I right in saying this? He's got some sort of like savant ability, where he's got like a perfect, what we call a perfect pitch for music, where he can listen to a piece of music and play that, and like you've just been saying, similar to Dustin Hoffman and the Rayman, where you can tell him, a date and your date of year of birth, and he can tell you what.
He can, for example, the jingle song 1,000 pieces. For me, I feel headache. I cannot do 1,000 pieces. But he once just every afternoon after finish school, he did it till nearly 5 days, nearly a week. He finished the jingle song 1,000 pieces. Yeah, he's a very pitch mind, yes. And word search he also enjoy. Word search he did very fast as well. At the moment he is in the hospital, he just only word search. But nothing else, no education, no piano, yeah.
So what we're talking here, we've got a very, a very young boy who's got obviously complex issues and needs. But again, on the other hand, we've got a young boy here who's very intelligent, very bright, savant, who can play, music perfect pitch, and who's got this phenomenal memory, who can recall and recite dates back, which is absolutely phenomenal.
It's phenomenal memory. Once I asked him when you went to Beijing in China, he went to Beijing once. He still remembers 2002. He said, in April, what date you will tell us? Oh, I will feel so surprised. 2002, he was only 4 years old. He still remember. He visited China, the capital of China, Beijing once. And I remember the date, remember the month. Oh, very good memory. Yes, fantastic. Yeah.
No, that's brilliant. Now, have you got your MP involved in this?
At the moment, my advocate has to speak one MSP. Because the MSP has a letter to somewhere. I'm not very clear to whom. But it seems nothing new happened in the local authority, nothing.
Yeah, because you're based in Scotland, aren't you?
Yeah, in 5. Today, the social worker visited our home, said, okay, at the moment, he is in the NHS healthy board, so we cannot help. He needs another hospital. We cannot help. If we need to establish a kind of house for TAD, means the local authority needs to provide the service, maybe from London another year at least. They said another 1 year. They said at the moment TAD need a hospital, then the local authority just feel happy. Okay, because he need a hospital, we cannot do anything. You see, yeah. Because the doctor in Middlesbrough said he needs another hospital, then they just try to find a hospital. They will not do anything locally, whatever, community care, whatever. They said it's maybe another year. That today just to the social worker visit home. Yeah.
So another year for what?
Another year, maybe have community care. Another year.
Another year before he can have community care.
He could come back to Scotland, have some kind of package, local care package. Could be another year.
So basically, they're saying to you that he's going to stay in hospital for another year, and
yes, the social worker said today, yeah.
Oh.
Nothing. Any 2 to 3 months or half year. Even said another year. Then till next year, they will say another year. Do not know. It's because the local authority think it's okay. The NHS care is easy for them. You say.
Well, we can't have that. We can't wait another year. That's not good enough. That's totally inappropriate. Do you have a solicitor acting on your behalf?
No, because in England it's very complicated issue. Then even the legal aid in Scotland is suspected because he is in England. Then, but actually his address is still Scotland. He's still Scottish boy, but not
right. Okay. So yeah.
Very poorly. Yes.
So you're in Scotland. He's in England. Okay.
Yeah, so it's very complicated cross-border issues of the legal system, also very, very confused at the moment.
Okay, well, I'm going to speak to a lawyer on your behalf, and I'm going to speak to a lawyer, and I'll get a lawyer to contact you to advise you, a very good lawyer who can advise you on what to do next. So first of all, you obviously need to take some legal advice here, and secondly, you've got a petition on change.org, and there's nearly 12,000 people who've signed that petition up to now. So we will keep sharing your story on social media, on Twitter and on Facebook. And a piece went in the other day into The Guardian, which mentioned your story. So that's going to be highlighted, and we'll try and get some TV interviews. Because this needs to be get out there, because this is something which I'm hearing quite commonly now, and where young children and adults are being been like thrown a section on them because they don't know how to deal with these people, section them and put them in the totally inappropriate, inadequate placements or hospitals, and possibly drugging them up, which is totally wrong. And some people down in London at the moment are bringing out, trying to enforce a new bill out, and they're trying to get it past Parliament. But that'll take some time. That might take maybe another 6 or another year's time. But what you want ideally is that you want your son home with you, with the correct support, the correct care package in place, so he can lead a normal, independent life.
It's true. He needs a family. Today I phoned him. He's singing his song called "Back Home" song again. Every day. How heartbroken I am. His back home song he created by himself, and he's singing, and he created the tour as well by himself. So shall I sing this song for you? He created this back home song. The back home, da 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 da, back home. Every day as I saw him, he will sing this song.
Oh. So did he write this poem?
Sorry?
Did he write this poem?
Yes, he has write this. Yeah.
Can you read that poem out to us?
Oh, this probably in the computer. I have put in the petition page once. Yeah, but I need to open the computer again. Yeah.
That's fine. So that's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. But I used to put in the petition page, but at the moment maybe shut it, cut it this body. Yeah.
Okay.
I have his handwritten version as well as can email to you. His handwritten this poem. Yeah. He can write poem, and he has a poem page in one of the websites. Here, this poem. One American website has published this poem.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So the thing is, what we need to do now is to raise awareness of your situation and what's going on with Tian's, and to let people know what's happening, because there's a lot of other cases like this which are not being heard of and being shoved away. Ideally, what I would like to see is the Care Minister, Norman Lamb, to actually take immediate action now, and also the Prime Minister David Cameron to take action on getting the right adequate support, and also for your son to have the Section 3 to be taken off him, because it's totally inappropriate.
Yeah, if you need to take off, maybe you need tribunal help.
Yeah, so we will keep raising awareness, and we will keep campaigning for you, and we'll see what happens next. But keep fighting, don't give up, and hopefully he will be back home with you fairly soon.
Yeah. He's very homesick boy, very homesick. Once in the hospital, he was every morning, 4 o'clock every morning he wake up. He just asked a pen and the paper from the nurse. Then he got his calendar. Then he closed his day off. Then he said, okay, I'm 1 day off. Then how many days I could come back home? Because people told him 12 weeks. Then he counted every day. After 12 weeks, he still cannot back home. He's confused. His behavior deteriorated after 12 weeks. So that's the doctor admitted. Then he self-harm himself. There's lots of self-injury marks in his 2 arms and legs. Then at the moment when I visit him, he always asks me to bring his toy or come back home. His teddy bear, his trousers, his jumps. He thinks he cannot come back home. Even his belonging come back home also let him feel happy. Then his belonging at home ask us to take a picture. Then, for example, I will visit him every weekend. Then when we visit him, we need to show the picture, his belongings at home. Those kind of pictures show him. Very, very miss home. So it's suffering for a child, but this kind of treatment, yeah. It's inhuman. And I'm suffering. He's suffering. Our family is suffering, yeah. Should not have this kind of suffering like the garden said, yeah.
So when you go to visit him, you visit him once a week and that's at weekends. How long do you get to spend with him?
I'm only 2 hours, but our journey can be from door to his hospital door can be 7 hours because we take the train from our home. We need to take a bus, I'm driving to the nearest train station in 20 minutes, then wait there another 10-15 minutes, then the train go to Edinburgh changing, to Darlington changing, then to Middlesbrough, then Middlesbrough train station, you come to a hotel, then from hotel to the hospital, you see maybe more than 7 hours single journey.
So you're traveling a 14-hour round journey just to see your son?
Yes, every weekend, 2 of us, never miss any weekend so far, yeah. Every weekend, my husband and me together, yeah. Then sometimes we only can able to see him. The worst case is only 5-10 minutes. He was outpost. He said, oh, it's too long stay here. Then he just started to better himself. Then the staff have to pull him back to his ward. That's the worst case. We are long journey, but to see him only 5-10 minutes, we meet once. But sometimes, at least normal visit is 2-hour visit. If sometimes he could be, because he always asks us when he come back home, the calendar, let us write down the calendar. But we cannot tell him when he come back home, then he could fresh check it again, even in the middle of the visit sometimes, but not always. But majority of the time we are carry on 2-hour visit each day. But Saturday we live in Middlesbrough in a hotel. Then the hotel cost at the moment we pay it. Then next Sunday we visit him another 2 hours. Then we come back to Scotland. Yeah. So normally this Saturday come down there and stay in a hotel. Then hotel cost is already more than £1,000 already. Yeah. It's a lot of cost, and we from May till now we never have any holiday. But all those professionals just holiday in the summer holidays. But we even summer and Christmas we do not know how to spend the Christmas even because he is there. Christmas will be no train, no hotel, so we do not know what we could spend our Christmas as well. Yeah.
Well, you know, it's awfully exhausting, and it's awful.
It's awful exhausting. It's influenced our healthy, mental healthy as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's very tiring.
Yeah, and financially, we are at the moment. I'm campaigning. You know, I'm for example, a lot of meeting for him. I cannot concentrate for my business even. Yeah. Actually, we have our own company. We are self-employed. I have an office. You know, this telephone is home. You used to phone me in the office. But I'm at the moment. My job is busy and it's every day campaigning for him. and a lot of time spent for him, for his meetings, for his telephone calls, and
yeah. Well, we'll get your story out on Twitter and on social media, and we'll send it to journalists and TV and newspapers to raise the awareness. Now, this interview's been recorded now, so this will go on Facebook and social media, so you can share it to to people, and I will share it as well. So people, people could.
Another big change from the local authority is they are not based on TSE's interests, they just based on their budget and their job, whatever easy for them, but they even wish to apply the guardianship for TSE to let us know any voice at all. Yeah. Today they still talk about, I said, why I'm not qualified. They just try to pick you up. If you try to pick you up, you can always pick up some things. Anybody could have some. Not anybody is perfect. But I think I'm so kind of love myself and fighting for myself's best interest. But they even wish to let us know any voice at all. But it is against, at the moment, the policy said the people, the family should have rights. But those local authorities try to control and try to let us know any voice. It's not any human rights at all, I just feel, yeah. Yeah.
Well, we'll keep raising the profile and we keep raising awareness about this, and hopefully you'll be home, quite soon.
Okay.
So I'll be in touch with you. We'll share this on social media, and we'll let people listen to your story, because probably people don't know about your story yet or haven't listened to it. So we'll do that first, and we'll see how it goes. But I'm sure that things will improve and things will get better, because at the end of the day, is an appropriate place, and it's not the right environment, and he shouldn't be there.
Yeah, should not be there. I wish actually he is at home. He uses those medication PRN, for example, those very they call it PRN is called emergency sedative medication is getting less, but even sometimes in school could got those ones more often. Actually, I wish can use at the moment Scotland said called self-direct support plan. It's based on the new law. Scotland also agreed. England also have this one, I think. But why we cannot use? Called self-direct support SDS plan. Of course, that's very ideal. If we could, finally could got this kind of package. We wish we can control our life, and we wish we can care our son properly, but not institutionalized care.
Yeah, well,
yeah, and it's not fit for the autism. It's not autism-friendly environment. Yeah.
No, it's not. Well, thank you, Nina, for sharing your story with us.
Yeah, thank you.
We will do, everything we can to support you and raise the profile and awareness of Tanise, and hopefully to get him back home, like Claire's back home now. So, have faith, and let's see what happens. Thanks for joining me tonight.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, we have to